All right, let's get right into it. Let's talk about Tony Hinchcliffe.
There's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay.
Both campaigns in this remaining week or so accusing the other of divisive rhetoric. And tonight, members of the Chicago Puerto Rican community are demanding an apology from the Trump campaign. In the heart of Humboldt Park, anger, outrage, and a show of Puerto Rican pride.
We cannot continue to stand back and allow for anyone to come and publicly disrespect us completely as an island, as a people, and as a community.
When they speak against the immigrants, they speak against us.
The Trump campaign said that joke doesn't reflect the views of President Trump or the campaign.
Here's the thing. I think that I do agree that comedians should be able to tell jokes and, of course, have free speech. But, it's all about having common sense. I don't think the joke was funny. It was told in the wrong venue at the wrong time. You're at a political rally a couple of days, essentially, before the campaign. And if anybody, unless you've been sleeping under a rock, you know that one of Trump's main Achilles heel, Donald Trump and the whole Republican Party and MAGA and everything are all, people look at them as racist, or some people look at them as racist, right? From what I understand, a lot of the Latino community is voting for Trump. Trump has a large base in the Latino community. So the thing about the joke is that, I know Trump and the campaign have distanced themselves from the joke, but the thing about Tony Hinchcliffe, I think that he did the joke just to kind of put himself even further out there and just make himself go viral. I think he did it not giving a damn about what damage it might do to Trump. In my opinion, common sense would tell you that you just don't want to do that joke. It doesn't matter what the context of it was, whether you think it was funny or not. If you take that joke and you take another country, whatever country, if you was to say Ireland, or you was to say Italy or Australia, whatever is a floating island of trash, and that group of people in that country may be offended, it's not the right place to do it at a political campaign. I've criticized Kamala Harris's campaign all throughout this whole campaign season, rightfully so. But I think for sure that this was a horrible move. I don't see what the benefit is. There's no net gain. All there is a net loss. If anything, the silver lining for the Republicans was that Joe Biden came right around the next day, I believe, and made this comment.
And President Biden is under fire this morning for what he said about that offensive Puerto Rico joke made by a comic at Trump's Madison Square Garden rally over the weekend. While that line has drawn bipartisan condemnation, Biden's response has now riled up Republicans.
And just the other day, a speaker at his rally called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. Well, let me tell you something. I don't know the Puerto Rican that I know, or Puerto Rico where I'm in my home state of Delaware. They're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
Reason why I'm laughing is that I don't know if Joe is senile or old. Well, he obviously is old and doesn't care. So I don't know if he's senile or doesn't care, or maybe it's a little bit of both. When you get to a certain age, you don't give a damn what you say. But Joe, he came back and he said this, and obviously they're, Trump supporters and the whole Republican Party is going to say, hey, you know what? Now you have he's still the current president, has called 50% of America garbage in response. So I think that, in my opinion, I think it was dumb on Joe Biden's part. But I think overall, it was a horrible decision from the Trump campaign. So I really think that, hopefully they don't lose too many votes, but I think that, Trump's rallies are like big parties and entertainment. It's a different type of rally. I've never personally been to one, but I think that, when you having such a free flowing type of rally, you got to be prepared for who's going to come up there and who's telling edgy jokes. But if you know that your campaign and your persona, there's a lot of people that try to attach bigotry to your persona, you have to make sure you don't put that out there. No, I don't believe that that's what Trump actually feels or the campaign feels about Puerto Ricans. But at the end of the day, the outrage is real. If someone said that about my family, I was born here, but my family originates from the country of Ghana. If someone was like Ghana is a floating country of garbage or whatever, said something about Ghana, I'd be highly offended. I mean, I don't care about the jokes. See, the jokes are always funny until it's about you personally. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, again, especially when it may feel you may feel like this group of people might be a little bit bigoted or have some type of issues with dark or brown melanated people. If you feel like that already, this just reiterates or it just confirms a thought you might have believed. So I think that was really stupid for the Trump campaign, and I think they're probably going to lose some votes. Let me go over to I think Bad Bunny, she already endorsed Kamala, and I believe a couple of other Latino art. I think Jennifer Lopez was already going to support Kamala, but let me go over to Nicky Jam. So Nicky Jam, he was actually at a Trump rally, I believe, months back, and it looks like he's pulled his endorsement away from Trump based on this joke.
Reggaeton superstar Nicky Jam is now pulling out from his Trump endorsement. The same Nicky Jam that appeared on stage with Trump just a month ago, decked out in a MAGA hat.
Well, a month ago.
He now says Puerto Rico should be respected.
It never ceases to amaze me how much crazy shit I've seen in this campaign. And I think there's been a lot of dumb stuff done on both sides, and a lot of unnecessary comments. I think that, this is crazy. I don't understand. It's just stupid. Let me play this. I think, quite honestly, the most stupid thing, the two stupidest things that the Republicans have done so far was the dog eating comment in Springfield, Ohio, without confirming it, without even knowing. I think that he should have never mentioned that in the campaign as far as the dog eating, and definitely this comedian Tony Hinchcliff should have not been on stage with this stupid, unnecessary joke. I think they're probably going to lose some votes. I don't know if this is gonna be a game changer again, simply because it came from a comedian. But I do think a lot of people were offended. And to all my Puerto Rican brothers and sisters, I definitely feel you. I definitely feel you. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Crucial Combo.